Hey, what's up? John Sonmez from SimpleProgrammer.com. So I was listening to a program, and in the program, this was a program by Earl Nightingale that I was talking about. I get a lot of video ideas from this, but he said that the question came up of what is one piece of advice that you would give to your child if you could only give them one piece of advice in their life, and just that one, nothing else. You can only give them one piece of advice. What would you give them? And I had to think about this for a while because this is a difficult question. I mean, there's a lot of different pieces of advice. I wrote Soft Skills, Software Developers Life Manual. When I wrote my book, a lot of it is all the advice that I would give, right? So what is the one thing that I would tell someone? What is the one piece of advice? And honestly, after thinking about this, I'm pretty sure, I'm not pretty sure, I know what that one piece of advice would be, because I feel like this would benefit anyone more than anything else in their life, which is that the advice would be to master your emotions. And so what do I mean by that? So what I mean by that is to master the emotions, not suppress them, right? So we have emotions that control our lives, right? When you think about it, everything that you do is based on emotion, and these emotions can either be good or bad. And there's a lot of people that learn how to suppress their emotions, so they suppress anger or bitterness or resentment, and it goes internal. And these people because they become bitter people and they become pessimistic. But there's other people that learn to control their emotions, and they learn to choose what emotions that they want to experience. And when someone does something to them, they respond in love instead of anger, because they've trained themselves, because they are the master of themselves and the master of their emotions. And everything that you try to do in life, the biggest mistakes that you're going to make in life are going to be based in emotion. Every bad mistake that I've made has been an emotional mistake, where I've let some bad emotion like pain or fear or anger or hatred control me and choose my action. And when I've done that, I've always made the bad choice, and those are the devastating choices that you make in life. And I think if you look at your own life and you look at other people's lives, you're going to see that this pattern exists and that it's true. So what can you do about it, right? To learn how to master your emotions, what does that mean? It means that you change it, that you decide how you're going to feel and how you're going to live your life. And yeah, you're not always going to be able to 100% control your emotions, but to master them is to choose which ones that you want to feel more often, to be happy, to be joyful, to be optimistic, to be a blessing to others, right? To choose to see the best in things that happen instead of the worst. This is a choice that you have, and this is what it really means to master your emotions, to not be controlled by them, to be able to have discipline, which discipline, when you think about it, one definition for discipline is simply the ability to overcome your emotions that would prevent you from doing a thing, right? If you have discipline, it's really easy to do a thing when you feel excited and enthusiastic and motivated. It's really difficult to do a thing when you're in pain, when you don't feel good, when you're angry, when you're sad, when you're depressed, when you're all of these other things. But discipline is when you do it anyway, right? So that's why I would say, mastering emotion is such an important thing, and so few people have this skill. So many people go off and they let their emotions control their life, and they have no control over their life, right? Because if you can't master your emotions control you. That's not you. You're reactive instead of proactive. A reactive person, they're controlled by their environment, by everyone else. You can manipulate the hell out of a reactive person, because all you got to do is make them angry. If you make them angry, you can make them do anything that you want. But a proactive person, someone who has mastered their emotions, you can't manipulate them. You can't control them, because they are deciding what they want to believe and what they want to feel and what they want to think and what they want to do. And if you can't master your emotions, you're not in control. So I would say, definitely, if I could pass on one piece of advice, it would be to gain this skill, to be able to master your emotions, to be able to change the course, change the tide, to be able to choose love where other people choose hate, to be able to choose the good emotions instead of the bad ones, to be able to put yourself in the state that you want to be and stay in that state and not require the external stimulus, not to require the external environment to make you feel happy or joy, and to be able to prevent the external environment from making you feel pain or hatred or anger. If you can do that, then you can go forward and you can do whatever you want to do in life. But if you can't do that, the environment and everything else is going to determine what you do and what you become. So anyway, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.